Raise your hand if you love animals, okay? Now, keep them raised if you like dressing up as them. Yeah, so obviously furries have been a thing for a while now, and you can have your own opinions of them. I just want to bring light to something that I found out at about 2 a.m. last night, that like any loyal fan base, furries have their own convention. Furries have their own convention called Anthrocon, which comes from the word anthropomorphism. So you think of Tony the Tiger or the Sun from Raisin Bran. And I'm not really sure why I'm just going with cereals, but you get the idea. Anthrocon is basically just a giant hangout. About 6,000 people attend a year, and this year they did it virtually because of COVID. And another interesting fact about furry suits, specifically, is that some of the suits can cost up to $3,000 to get custom made. Now, I don't have that type of income. And once the YouTube revenue kicks in, I will not be spending my money on a furry suit, but I'd like to know who is. I'm not the only person who likes to know. Also, the news. I'm not sure if news was slow, the pandemic hadn't hit yet, the election wasn't right around the corner. So they decided to do a 6-minute segment on furries and what they do. So we're gonna watch the news react to furries. So let's get into it.
I feel underdressed. What is a furry? Well, furries are fans of anthropomorphic characters. Those are animals with human characteristics.
I said all this, so I'm obviously smarter than the news.
And like any fan group, they have conventions. The biggest one in the world is here in Pittsburgh. It's called Anthrocon. There are 6,000 furries inside.
Oh, good, it's in Pittsburgh. That means it's just another great thing that Pennsylvania has brought to you, including the Amish, yours truly, and great food. You can add furries to that list.
6,000.
Why did they arrange them in a high school photo? Big, like, remember in high school, they were like, okay, we're going to get a giant class photo, except you're all in fursuits. In this shot alone, 6,000 times 3,000 is 18 million, right? 18 million? $18 million worth of suits, you know, assuming they all paid top line for custom made suits, but $18 million to look like a rip-off sexualized Pokemon.
There are celebrity sightings.
Okay, I got a little worried. I thought like Timothy Chalamet was going to show up to like a furry convention because he got paid a shit ton of money. Instead, it's DJ Pony, which I don't know if you've heard is bigger than Marshmallow. So take that.
Like any convention, it has hundreds of sessions and panels to attend. There's video gaming, puppetry, and a dance-off.
I actually didn't know that there was a dance competition, so I looked it up. And Anthrocon, which has about 42,000 subscribers on YouTube, has 2-hour-long videos of their dance competition. That's kind of like So You Think You Can Dance or World of Dance, except better.
Would you like a hug, sir?
The hug is the furry handshake. And they never say no to a picture. Can I get another pose?
The hug is the furry handshake. You know, we could all use a little furry mindset in the world today. I mean, you know, not with COVID, but after it's over, we should just start hugging, you know? Spread a little love. Have a little fur in our heart.
Star Wars fan, I'm assuming? And then you decided to go all in?
Sure. I love that most of the people that they talk to are just like normal sounding people under the suit. They're like, yeah, this is kind of what I'm into. I actually run risk analysis for PwC, and on the weekends I'll just dress up like a zebra.
This is Randy Fox. Yes, that's his real name. His fursona is Yappy Fox. How is Yappy Fox different than Randy Fox?
Less shy, more outgoing. It's an artistic expression. It's a way to perform. Like, see, I'm not one that can get up on a stage.
Okay, see, that's kind of wholesome. You know, like, if they want to put on a suit so they can be more comfortable in their own skin, by all means. I don't even know how to make or poke fun at that, because that's true. I just don't know why you have to do it dressed up as a red fox.
It's not the social norm for people to want to put on a costume and cover their head. In the same way,
Her face says it all right here. I'm pretty sure she's like trying to take in what he's saying, but at the same time she's like, I'm staring at a fucking horse.
Some furries just need a tail or a pair of ears to transform into their fursona. But others, full fursuiters as they're called, can spend upwards of several $1,000s on a costume that they might only wear a handful of times each year.
Several $1,000s. Thank you again, news lady, for your point. See, I'm starting to think that these people, they really do just like to get together and have fun. It's the like 15% of them who get on TikTok and do like the musically like grab their mouth type thing. That it's given a bad name for furries, but I don't know. I'm not becoming an advocate. Let's make that clear. I'm not trying to advocate for this very weird fandom, but at the same time, it's about becoming you. These people like to dress up and drink out of water bowls and maybe shit outside. I don't know how far they take it, to be honest.
But the furries' reputations aren't always so pure.
The adult thing has always been really popular in the fandom.
Jeff Eddy publishes furry literature of all types.
Okay, this is what we were getting into. The furries who post on Twitter furry porn and then expect them not to get a bad rap. I'm glad they brought this up because obviously this whole video has seemed pretty pure, right? A lot of people just wanting to hang out, dress up. But then there are furries who like to dress naked and then whip each other, or I really don't know.
There's also this perception out there that a lot of this has like a very kinky edge to it.
I'm sure it happens, and it not everybody. You could take any walk of life and you're going to find all extreme.
Sometimes you find out that white-collar workers who work for Goldman Sachs like to be tied up and chained. That's an extreme. So what's the difference if you're wearing a fursuit?
So what would my fursona be? I enlisted the help of furry fans Linnea and Buzzy. He's the penguin.
First thing you need to do is actually pick the animal that you would like to be.
Beagles, they're very social, they like to run around. And
What are really social?
Beagles.
Beagles. I like beagles.
Yep.
Yeah, but you can't just throw yourself at any animal. You can't just say, oh, I think I'll be a dog. No, you got to put some emphasis on it. What would my fursona be? Let's see. I like to be the center of attention. I'm daringly good looking. I have to keep it realistic and say that I would want to be like a dragon. Just hoarding gold, spitting fire. Plus, like, who doesn't? Like, dragons are sick, you know? Like, you ever watch Game of Thrones? They're fucking dope.
When you say real tails, what does that mean?
It means that they actually came from an actual animal.
I thought we condemned using real. So you're telling me that furries use real animal hair? Something sounds like a little suspicious. Maybe I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. The animal was already dead, but then at the same time, it's weird. I think the moral here is you gotta let people vibe and do their own thing. But I will never forget that a lot of this fandom, too much of this fandom, is into kinky shit and writing fan fiction adult novels. So for that, furries still get a no. Thanks.